What's up, troopers? So a lot of us are struggling in Geonosis territory battles, in particular the light side version, and I've got a strategy that I want to share with you guys finally in regards to the fleet combat missions. Now, I won like three of them last time, and it went really well, but I thought I can't really make a video on this just having beat it 3 times in a row. I needed to stress test it a little bit more. So we've done that across this GOTB as well, and I've won all 4 of them in exactly the same manner, despite different debuffs landing and failing, and all sorts of things like that, despite different plays by the AI. And I've managed to do this without losing a single ship. In fact, most of the times we only call 1 reinforcement. And to top it off, that reinforcement's gear 12. One of my starting lineup is gear 10. So let's get on with the strategy, guys, and hopefully this will help you guarantee wins in every single fleet combat mission in GEO Lightside TB. Let's do this! Okay, let's start with a highlight from one of my recent streams where I actually did this one live. I was actually trying to remember the strategy. This was phase 1. Phase 1 is actually harder than 2 and 3, probably combined in fact, because you've got the Houndstooth there, which makes it far more problematic. You're really going to want to land that buff immunity. So yeah, I was trying to recall what I had done before. I hadn't had the bloody foresight to actually record those runs, and obviously there's a big gap between them. So I was doing this live on stream, a lot of pressure on me. A lot of people were telling me I was using the wrong lineups and so on. And obviously the key thing here is we've got to shut down Houndstooth. But along with that, we also have to try and get some target lock around so we can be making use of 5s as an AoE attacker. So initially we went straight after Houndstooth, as you can see. Try and get buff immunity on now. Evidently that's what I was thinking there. I mean, this is actually on my channel if you do want to go and watch this in its live format. There we go. Now the big assist attack, the big old swarm there. Remember, this is a gear 10 clone sergeant we're using here. I'll show you the ships at the very end. I'm going to show you, I've got day 1, 2, and 3 to actually show you the attack runs of. We're going to fly and Plo Koon here. Get some turn meter spread around, and once again keep going all out on that Houndstooth. Try and get it gone as fast as possible. This should land a nice beastie crit attack. There it is. Houndstooth is taken care of. Now we need to get rid of Xanadu, who's probably the big problem here. I usually use attack formation or assault formation, whatever you want to call it at this point. Clearly I couldn't remember what the moves were at this point. You know, there's such a gap between them. I always have to refresh myself. Then we're going to get the Undying Loyalty on my ships, make sure they'll stay alive. Use that as an AoE because we do have target lock on IG 2000. And now clearly I'm trying to factor in, is it worth spreading the turn meter when you can already see that Anakin's is basically full and we're not really going to get anywhere with 5s anyway, or do I try and get rid of those debuffs? And it looks like I've gone that route here. Looking back, that's probably not optimal in fact. Because yeah, there we go. They're going to do that, and they're going to fly him in anyway, and now we've got another tank to deal with. But that's fine. Once again, land that. We'll get that offense down. Now land the big thermal detonators. This is like the kill blow in this strategy, in fact. And all the other ones, that's actually going to finish it off. But we've had a little bit of a nightmare here. The Houndstooth took a little while to get down. Right, we can use the assault formation and then fly in Ahsoka. And clearly, as you can see, that I'm sat like this, trying to figure out which way I'm going to do this. We can fly her in, kill off Sunfac. We have target lock on Xanadu, so we should be able to use 5s to attack IG 2000 in a second. And that will hit Xanadu as well. Yeah, get that turn meter around. You got 2 choices, Damien. Turn meter or get those debuffs off of Sergeant. Right, going for the turn meter. AoE attack. There we go. Now aim at 2000. That will kill Xanadu. And now we finish off 2000 for a nice, easy victory here. And this is easily the toughest fleet. A couple of my guys tried something similar, but they weren't playing the exact turn order that I was doing. And as a result, they lost. But, I mean, that's worked 2 straight territory battles in a row for phase 1. We're going straight into phase 2 now. And at this point, I had the strategy refreshed in my mind. You know, I just done it the day before. There was no real hesitation here. I just go straight in and I play this as efficiently as you possibly can. Right, so against the bugs this time, obviously, you don't usually want to hit Spy because of all the stealth, but it's not really going to matter here. We're going to hit the basic first, get offense down. Now we're going to land Daze immediately. A lot of people are too nervous about doing that here. Don't worry about it. Just go straight at it. AoE once again. Hopefully we get buff immunity. We don't get buff immunity, but it's fine. We're still going to win this. Basic with Anakin. Now we can land this. We got a target lock over there on Soldier, so it's going to hit him too. Right, now we're going to call him Plo Koon. Let's get Plo Koon in. Evidently, I was slightly hesitant of which character I called last time, but we're going to do that. We'll spread that turn meter around and carry on going ham on this Sun Fac. He's breaking down. You can see he's breaking down. He's not got a lot left in him. See if we get buff immunity this time. We don't, once again. We don't get it again, but, you know, we're gradually wearing down those other ships at the same time. Assault formation. Now we can use the heal on the team, the Undying Loyalty. And they're really on the back foot now. We'll land that. That's an AoE because it's also going to hit Soldier. Soldier's gone. And now we just clean up Spy. Really is that simple. One more hit. Finished. There we go. Nice. Easy victory. Now we're going to go into phase 3. Same combat mission. I don't go for the special one on this. At the moment, my guild need the stars more than they need one attempt for 15 extra credits or whatever you get of the get currency. So we're going straight into the combat mission, which is kind of what our push is. Until you can max out the stars, what's really the point of the special mission anyway? So there we go. Get the same comp once again. And we'll go straight back in on phase 3. You have to click that little notification because obviously you use Galactic Republic Fleet in the special mission. Right, against the bugs. See if we can get that buff immunity this time. We were 0-2 last time. It's the same again. No offense down, but it doesn't matter. A lot of people say, oh, this is RNG related, but you can see I'm getting totally different results in all my debuff sticks. So we actually do get buff immunity this time, but we don't have target lock on Soldier this time. We got it on Spy. But it won't make a difference. Right, we're going to land that once again. Let's call him Plo. Evidently, I was hesitant. Stuck trying to play the assault formation already and skipping a turn. Right, like defense down means this Sun Fac's going to go down a bit quicker than last time. Alright, they've got an extra ship in to deal with, but don't panic. You won't need to panic if you're following my step-by-step guide. Now assault formation. Now Undying Loyalty. Right, there we go. We've essentially got 8 ships now because we've got 2 lives on all of our ships. Boom! There goes 2 of them in 1. We'll go for basic. Doesn't really matter what we use there, in total honesty. Take out Soldier. I didn't want to do the AoE there because their other ship has counter. There's no point taking that extra damage. Now we can drop the thermal detonator. No real point calling Ahsoka at that point. Those thermals are going to all detonate when he gets his turn. If he manages to survive that long. By the look of it, he's not going to. Oh yeah, there we go. The thermals killed him. Beautiful. That's a nice result there. Now, in phase 4, we also attack phase 3. We're trying to maximize our stars here. So I've not had the opportunity to test this in actual phase 4 yet. But unless you're a Kraken guild, at which point you've probably got access to the Radis as well as copious amounts of ships to be able to use multiple strategies, you're probably going to be facing phase 3 twice in a row. So I'll show you. It wasn't RNG that we won last time. We're going straight back in against the same combat mission with the same strategy, and we're going to win again. Alright, let them get their little AoE out the way. They've ability blocked me there anyway, but it doesn't matter. We always open with basic. We didn't get offense down again. That's fine. We got the defense down instead. I believe last time we didn't get any, did we? Right, may as well land that. Nice big crit there. See if we get buff immunity. We don't. It's fine. They tend to shed debuffs quite easily anyway, so it's not really going to be a big deal. We got no target locks this time. That's worth pointing out. A lot of people might be watching this video saying, well, yeah, what happens if you don't get the target locks? This is what happens when you don't get the target locks. We're still going to win. Let's spread that turn meter around. We've got no need to take any debuffs off or anything. We're never really at a dangerous point by this stage in the battle. The Sun Fac is almost gone already. It's amazing how tanky Gear 10 Sergeant is. It really is. He's 10.4, I believe. So no 6-dot mods because he's 10.4. Right, we'll use that anyway. I know it's not going to be an AoE. We don't have target lock, but it's going to be a nice big hit. we're going to get a little extra damage for that one Tiger Lock that's there. Yeah, turn meter. We may as well go the AoE route on this one. There's no counter anywhere. And Thermal Detonator should probably end this, in fact. He's definitely killing Spy. Yeah, as soon as he gets a turn, is he going to get... He's not going to get a turn. We're going to finish him off. So there you go. Ultra easy, 4 times in a row. At the 3 times in a row from my last territory battles. Now I'm going to show you my ships and their mods so you get an idea of what you're going to need. Okay, so let me show you what I was working with. Obviously, you cannot expect to beat the highest endgame content without some relic ships, obviously. I don't have Y-Wing, so we weren't using it. We were making use of this guy as our main tank instead. 10.4, you can see obviously you can't have 6-dot mods on him. You can't max out his abilities because his gear level is too low, and yet he's still an absolutely fantastic ship. 84,000 health and 66,000 on the protection. That's all we're going to need. Then we have Anakin, obviously at Relic 7. His mods weren't all 6-dot in this because I had accidentally screwed up and left my mods from the Heroic Sith Raid Phase 3 team in, where I couldn't have potency. So they weren't all 6-dotted. I think maybe 3 of them were. But is Relic 7. 5s, they are all 6-dotted. He is Relic 7. Kind of got to expect it, unfortunately, guys. Plo Koon, however, Gear 12, no 6-dot mods, just is as he is. He doesn't even have all his Omegas, for crying out loud. So he just flies in, boosts that turn meter, much like how we use him in those Jedi Revan teams that I've demonstrated before. And then lastly, General Kenobi, he is all Relic 7 and 6-dotted. But, you know, if you're going to be competitive in Arena, you kind of had to do this. And it is a fantastic investment and well worth doing for your guild. I imagine the strategy will still work if he's slower, to be honest. He wasn't the key part of the strategy, as you quite clearly saw. It was Clone Sergeant doing all the tank work and Plo Koon boosting that turn meter. We'll show Ahsoka Tano because we do use her in Phase 1. She's Relic 5 and she's not all 6-dotted. So you're going to be able to get away without having to have an entirely maxed fleet. And those who do have a maxed fleet are probably going to find this even easier than I do. So hopefully that helps you all out. Go get those fleet wins for your guild, get some more stars, because this is the nastiest of content in the game right now, and this is probably the least gear intensive guide that I've seen for this, because most of the others are telling you after this, they're all Relic 7 and stuff. I think this is the way to go. So let me know how you do using this strategy. Leave any comments below, any questions you've got, just drop them in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, let your guild know, and until next time, your general is out of here.